Good evening, brother. How you doing?
Doing great. Hey, man, how's it going?
Everything's going well.
Good. It's
good to be here tonight again.
It's great to be here too, brother.
Yes, indeed. So what are we going to talk about tonight?
Tonight is going to be a good night.
All right.
Facebook world, how you doing? This is Eligha PRYOR here with Eric in the studio. We're going to talk about tonight on why you should stop and think before going forward. But before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my baby girl, my only girl, Eligha PRYOR. Today is her birthday. She's 20 years young. Happy birthday from your father, Eligha. May God bless you to have many more healthy years to come. Now, back to you.
Yes, sir.
Here we how's it going, man? Everything all right?
Everything's well.
I got that done. I'm ready to go.
Been working hard, man.
Yeah, always, man.
Yes.
Hard work pays off.
Indeed.
Is that all right?
You get all you need, man, if you work, right?
That's how I get mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up and it's there. I got to go get it.
Not in this world, man.
Well, hey, that's why I see it.
Right.
You know. But tonight, again, family, I thank you so much for tuning in. Because I'm truly grateful to be able to influence people around the world to let you know that you can make it. You can do it. If you put your mind to it and make sure, do not forget that. Get a closer relationship with God, and then anything in life is possible. Period. Point blank. You get that relationship with God, closer and closer you get to God, He can trust you more. He'll give you more. Always remember, always have good credit with God. Because when you go to Him, you want to go to Him and look Him straight in the face or have that heart desires like you know He's going to come through. Because your credit good, you know God can trust you. So build your credit score up with God. He always have your back. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying?
I understand, brother. That is the best way to put it.
Listen, I'm telling you about it now, man. Listen, man. We always going to Lexington Law.
Yeah.
You know that?
Hey, I've been there.
You heard about Lexington Law.
I've been there, brother.
But listen, man.
Yeah.
We go to Lexington Law and go to other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I even have a friend, Tim Sanders.
Right.
He's my credit man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I refer him out to. I refer a lot of people out to his company because why? He gets it done. But we need to get our credit right with God. You know what I mean?
Number one.
Because He can make your credit score 800.
800.
And you still go apply and they find some type of way to decline you.
That is true.
But if you, I experienced something. I'm sorry, I'm jumping off the subject, but at the same time, this is what I do.
Right.
Because I'm living this life that I'm speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
I was the guy, brother, where when I had to let everything go,
right.
my fine car, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what it was. When I say fine car, I'm talking about I think it was the CL 500 where the football players used to ride in. You know what I mean? $140,000 car at the time.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Have a big trucks and stuff like that.
Right. Sit up high, right?
Yeah, well, no, I wasn't sitting high then.
Okay, all right.
I just had a truck. You know
gotcha. All right.
And but I never forget the moment where I had to take the people the key.
Right.
I was excited to get the key
right.
when I was doing good, but boy, when I was doing bad, I wasn't too excited. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never get had the key. I had the key, brother.
Right.
Let me show you how I held it up. Like this.
Right.
The man sitting just like you in your chair. You know, you say you're sitting.
Right.
The man said, "How you doing?" "I'm doing great." And then he had a desk. I just put it on the desk.
Oh, okay.
And I sat back.
Right.
He wondered what that for. I said, "I'm bringing your car back, sir. I can no longer afford it."
Right.
So, otherwise, what I'm saying is, I've been now.
Right.
See, I've been through the hardships, bro.
You lived the experience.
Listen, man, ain't nothing like the experience. When you have lived that experience of downfall,
right,
and then the lifting up from the downfall,
right,
I got to tell somebody, bro.
You got to share, man.
That let the people know it's possible. You ever heard Les Brown say, It's possible.
It's possible.
Brother, I'm going to tell you, I'm a living witness. It's possible, people.
As long as you stop and think.
And move forward.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. But I'm going to tell you about this, the credit, man. So my credit went all the way down, bro. I took that fine automobile, put it back on its top.
Right.
Credit score now is going from 750 to 450. You understand what I'm saying?
300 points, man.
I mean, listen. Now I can't get nothing. I can't get credit for bubble gum. You know what I mean? Bubble gum back in the day when I come about 5 cents. 450 ain't gonna get it. And credit score, I can't get my bubble gum.
Right.
But now. Yeah, get me bubble. I buy all the bubble gum.
All the bubble gum.
You know what I'm saying? God is good. I give God all the credit. I'm so grateful from caring about Elijah PRYOR so much.
Right.
To have brought me such a long way, brought me out of the darkness back into the marvelous light.
Right.
And now that I'm in the marvelous light, I'm here now, always finding an opportunity to be able to share with the people, let them know that he can do it, no matter what they're going through in life, period. It don't matter if you just lost your job, it was for a reason.
That is true.
Don't matter if the man walked out on you, the woman walked out on you, it's for a reason. Because at the end of the day, God may have something much greater.
Exactly.
Just for you.
Right.
See, I know all of those things.
And you know the saying that says God works in mysterious ways.
And he really does. You got to let him do his thing.
That's right.
We must get out the way.
And stay humble and be grateful.
That's a big key. Being humble is a major key.
Right.
But back on this credit thing, I want to stay on point.
Okay. All right.
Just to let people know about the credit with God.
Right.
The reason why the credit with God is more important than your credit with man. Because when I had to take the people back the key to the fine automobile, I had to walk away from my big home. My credit score went from 750 to 450. I had to file bankruptcy on top of that. Just to get rid of all the debt. But then, just because God was with me, just because I have gained and obtained a relationship with God, I was still able to go to resources. And God has touched those people's heart to say, listen, give this man a chance. That's where my mentor came into play. This was a guy that he was untouchable. I went to his office 3 times. He looked through the window. But that 3rd time I went to that window, he opened the door for me. And and at that time, he gave me another chance. My credit score still was bad because I filed bankruptcy, so my credit score was low.
It took what, 7-9 years?
It takes 7 years now. It's 10 years now.
10 years, okay.
So my credit score was real shabby for a long time. But just because how God touched man, I didn't need no high credit score to get another chance and an opportunity to grow again. So what I'm saying is, if you get your credit right with God and let him know that you can be trusted, he'll take care of everything else. Everything else to get in line. Okay?
Alright.
I don't want to get too happy here. So let's stay on course today.
Alright, let's stay on course.
That's right, that's right. So we're going to talk about tonight is why you should stop
and think.
Before moving forward.
That's right.
Is that all right?
Too many mistakes that's happened in this world.
Listen, the reason why I decided to talk to you as my friend. I wanted you to be a part of this interview because I get excited sometimes and I like to talk. I like to talk to people face to face so I can kind of feel like I'm being myself. So I feel like it's a good time for me to talk, maybe talk to you and talk to the Facebook world as why I think you should stop and think before moving forward. Because if you just think about it, that's why they have stop signs. That's why they have red stop lights. It's a very powerful word. Stop. If you see a rattlesnake Listen.
Right.
You come to your house. You're gonna, and you see something crawling in front of the door.
Right.
I'm a black man. I don't know if you can see this.
All right.
But I'm gonna stop. I don't care how big I am.
Right.
I don't care how strong I am. I'm gonna stop. Cause it's just something that don't look right.
It don't look right.
You know what I'm saying? Now there's people. Now there's people out there. They see them. They go, oh look, what was that? Well, see, them the people that be on in the hospital. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause you the witness trying to find out what it was.
What it was.
No, I'm gonna stop.
Right.
Cause I don't. Something just ain't right.
Something ain't right. You don't want to know.
I don't want to know right there. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna think of what I thought I saw or what I thought I heard.
Right.
The red light is for a stop because there's ongoing traffic. It allows other people to go.
Right.
If you choose to not stop and just keep on going forward,
right,
you're gonna eventually have a accident. Am I right about it?
You're right.
Have you ever had an accident?
Once.
Why? You didn't stop.
Did not stop. And that's the only reason, right?
Well, sometimes we have accidents just sitting at the light and get bumped. You know what I mean? Well, we like them accidents, don't we?
Right.
Cause we know we finna get paid.
Not fault, right?
Yeah, right. We gonna get paid.
Right.
And didn't even. I remember one time, Facebook world. I remember one time, Eligha PRYOR. I was at a stoplight, and I push long hours. I get up at 2 in the morning.
Right.
And I had this was around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And sometime, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have in the Facebook world.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that every now and then when you be up long time, you tend to what they call drift off.
Right.
Have anybody out there in Facebook ever drift off? Drift off, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of a slang word. Your head just start drifting off. You know what I mean? You know what drifting off then? Okay. And that's what happened to me. I will never forget, I was in my car, right there in Fort Pierre.
Right.
And man, I'm just, I'm drifting. Again, drifting is when your head just start going in the downward position.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And as my head was going down, the car was moving forward.
Right.
I did stop, Facebook world. I did stop. But I kept on moving forward. It wasn't the time to move forward.
Right.
It was time to stop because the light is still red.
Right.
But my foot, because I was drifting.
Right.
Till to ease off the brake, and I tapped the person in front of me. Man, unbelievable. I tapped the person. I mean, like, tap. Because when I tapped it, I already woke up. See, I was drifting.
Right.
So I tapped the people. They tapped the people. Now, I know, and the thing about it, I knew the people. When they got out, first thing they did, grab the back. I mean, when I say tap the bro, I'm talking like tap, like that.
That's it?
Like tap.
Right.
They get out holding their back. When they saw, listen, no, my bad. Facebook word, that was a lie. When I tapped them, when they got out,
right.
When they found out it was me, and I knew it was them,
right.
First of all, that was my client. And then it was my daddy's best friend.
Right.
So, I knew I was good, Facebook world.
Right.
But when he saw it was me, he grabbed it back. Are you serious? After he saw it was me,
right.
Now he grabbed it back. There ain't no dent, ain't no indention.
Nothing.
When he saw it was me.
Right.
Then he grabbed it back. I'm like, man. I said, man, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry, man. I said, I just drifted off. He said, but now I need a whole paint. He want a paint job. Ain't nothing happened. The car was already messed up.
Right, right.
But when I saw that he just wanted money to kill that out, I said, man, come to my office. Cause I couldn't believe it. I couldn't wait to tell my dad.
Right.
Come to my office and let them know what happened.
Right.
And I think he said all he needs $150. Okay. And that'd be so I gave him $150 just to go away. Okay. Unbelievable. So people will do this to you.
Right.
This will happen, people. when people is always talking about the financial part of life, they want the riches, they want the wealth of life. When you become more successful or doing better than what you're doing today, and you start blossoming in life, now you have just became a target. You follow me? See, if I was in that raggedy car, if I didn't have any shoes and had a flip flop on, now they ain't even call the police because they know I ain't got insurance. And I don't look like I got insurance. They can't even think about lawsuit because why? I don't look like it look like I stole the car because I look too bad to even have a car. But when you look like you're doing all right, now they're trying to find out a way to get in your pocket. That's what I'm saying, people. The most important thing in life is your health. It's your health. Once you take care of your health, the wealth will come. Just be prepared for it. And you never want the wealth ahead of time. Always wait till God think it's time for you to get that. So therefore, when you get that wealth or get in a better position in life, you never have to worry about a lot of issues because God is going to protect you in a lot of ways. Am I right about it?
You're right. I'm
just trying to tell you. So my thing is, man, I did stop, but I ended up moving forward and hit somebody's car. You follow what I'm saying? Now my thing is always, I use a stop sign as, we use a stop sign and stop lights and things that make you stop, which I'm sure there's other things other than the red light. They get bells and whistles now. They tell you, they got gun when you shoot off. It's things that make you stop. Well, when I think of a stoplight, a red, a sign, it's stop. Second chance. If you stop and think what you're doing, because we have a lot of things going on in life, right?
100 things.
Our mind is thinking. We up here at the stoplight, we think about what our spouse is doing, what our boyfriend, girlfriend doing, and next thing you know, we end up drifting off. Out there now in an accident. So when you have that opportunity to stop, think twice. You have a second chance at life because you never know, your life may just end just because you did not stop. Your mind got so much on it, you did stop, you drifted out the highway, done. So we got to take it as a second chance. Okay? Bad relationship, we didn't think, we went in, destroyed. Stop and think. Next thing, so we gotta call it a second chance. Like my dad Eligha PRYOR Sr. If he would have listened to the doctors and what they said about him, they said you only have 20 days to live. You only have 20 days to live. We can give you morphine, send you back home, chill out with the family for the next 20 days, and then you're out of here. My daddy, no, he stopped. He thought about it. He thought about who he believed in, and it was God, not man. So since he believed in God, not man, his choice when he stopped was, I believe in God. I know God's gonna heal me. I believe God is gonna heal me. So by him stopping and thinking, instead of riding out or moving forward with what the doctors say, my dad is healed. That's 2008 and then 2019. So by my dad stopping and thinking, but his answer was, I trust God. So since he trusts God, he's been healed. Not listening to the doctor. That was his second chance. We all have that second chance. Now let me give you my example. First of all, have you experienced where you stop, you maybe made the right decision, the wrong decision in life? Have you ever?
Oh yeah, this couple of times.
Okay, well give me one.
I mean, there was a time, well let me see. Job opportunity.
Okay.
Right now I'm currently working at Piper. I do computer technician job for Piper.
Okay.
So before I got the job at Piper, I was working at the hospital.
Okay, gotcha.
IT work there.
Okay.
Now, I asked my boss, hey, I receive a job offer. I would rather stay at the hospital because I like working there. And I've been there for 3 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he telling me that, well, there's nothing he can't do right now. But he can promise me he can match what the other company is trying to pay me.
Okay.
But he can't give me in writing. You know what I mean? I just have to go believe in his words that I will get it.
Oh,
so, you know, I had to stop and think.
Okay, great.
About.
Did you hear that, Facebook world? And that's what we run into on a day-to-day basis. There's somebody out there right now going through the same thing that Mr. Eric is going through. Job opportunity pops up in your life. It sounds good. But that's the moment that we better stop and think. And on top of that, better ask God to give you the answer at the end of the day. Go ahead.
So I stop and think.
Uh-huh.
I prayed about it.
Okay.
I asked my pastor some advice. You know what I mean? Trying to help
course.
me. You know,
no great mentorship.
Right. So I think. Well, I was like, you know what? I got to feed my family.
Right.
I can make maybe, I don't know, 30% more raise. You know what I mean? On top of what I'm making right now, or I can wait. Maybe I might get it, maybe not.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From the if I stay.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Opportunity doesn't come every day.
Right.
So I prayed about it and I felt comfortable about it, even though my boss telling me, you know, I think the right decision for you to stay here with us. But you know, it's still my decision. So I like, you know what? I gotta go. And I've been working there almost a year now.
Okay.
Awesome. Everything is good, man.
Okay, well, wonderful. That's wonderful. So you stopped, you thought about it, you even went at your stop sign, you even went outside of your thinking process and actually got with somebody that you believed in, which is your pastor, and he gave you like your mentor, and he gave you his opinion. So sometimes we have to do that, Facebook world. We all, believe it or not, Elijah PRYOR, myself, I never had a mentor. I always had a role model, which is my dad and the guys in the streets. I like how they roll. I like how they live. So as I believe in, I like the finer things in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my thing is, my first mentor was Mr. Frank, the same guy that I knocked on the door. He wouldn't open the door. He became my mentor.
Right.
We became best of friends in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes there's somebody. If you don't have a pastor, if you don't have somebody you look up to, you need to ask God to bring that person in your life that you can always get that other opinion, not just your thoughts, but other people's opinion that gonna look on the outside, look into your life and say, hey, this is my opinion, this is what I see outside of your thinking. You can't beat that, is it's love. And sometimes the way that they think, you didn't think, but then all of a sudden you opened your eyes like, wow, I never looked at it that way.
Right.
And then you move forward and feel comfortable. So it is really good that you know you was able to had time to think instead of making the decision, because why? It's not just your decision.
Right.
It's just not you. You have a family.
Right.
So everything that affect you affect the people that's up under you that you supposed to be the man to be taken care of.
That's right.
So I respect you for that. But I did have a funny little episode in my life. I had a lot of them, but when I was a little kid, man, you know me, I was kind of a rough guy. You know me, I know I don't look rough. Yeah, I do look rough. Oh, you laughing? No, I look rough. No, you good, brother. No, I don't look soft. You know what I mean? But anyway, when I was 3 years old, man, I always had the courage, and I was a real brave kid. You know what I mean? Right. So my dad done bought me a big wheel. I think I told people about it before. I had a big wheel. Let me tell you about the big wheel. Let me tell you about the big wheel. Let me tell you about the big wheel again. I mean, go get me one. No, actually, I do got a big wheel, but it's a Harley Davidson. Got the one wheel in front. I got a bigger wheel. You know what I mean? Right. So anyway, I got my big wheel, and I was 3 years old. I'll never forget. I should have kept the thing. But anyway, I was on the upstairs in an apartment complex at the time. We were standing in a complex upstairs at the time when I was 3. And man, I was looking downstairs like, man, I believe I can get down those stairs on this big wheel, bro. From the second story, bro. I can make it. You know what? I stopped. I ain't just go down there. I just told myself I can make it. And then it'd be real fun to you know what I mean? You know what I mean? To bounce down that. So you know what I did? I stopped.
Did you look down?
And I went forward.
Okay.
I went down them stairs, bro. When I got down there, I done bust my coconut. You know what a coconut is, don't you? This thing right here. Yeah. I done bust the coconut. Have you ever seen the coconut with, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then little milk come out of it. Right. Well, my coconut had red blood come out of it. So I ended up flipping over, busting my head, and there I have it. Right. But I did stop. I just made the wrong decision.
Right.
That's what we do in this world, people. That's what we do. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody.
We're gonna always make mistakes. But sometimes we make mistakes because sometimes we don't stop and actually think of what is going to come behind that wrong decision. So my thing is, all we telling the people on the Facebook world is, hey, the past is the past. But from today forward, let's stop a little bit, pump your brakes a little bit. And if you can't really think and you want another opinion, hey, some people that you admire, some people that you respect, some people that you think they have value to them, hey, reach out to them, get their opinion before you move forward in some important things in your life. You never know. It may save you from busting your coconut. You know, I told you what the coconut is.
Yeah.
Coconut is that dome. You don't want no leakage. You don't want problems. You don't want your kids to suffer because you made that wrong decision.
Right.
So you need to stop and
think.
and think. That's right. So sometimes we got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know why we didn't drop the AC.
Well, I guess we're gonna.
I gotta always, you know, I'm gonna put a box around the AC to make sure. When we do this, we don't be burning up, man. You know what I'm saying? I should have stopped and looked.
Bullets, right?
Hey, you know what?
That's part of
Next time, we're gonna have a show called Stop and Look.
Right.
At the AC.
That's right.
Your boy burning up in there. Okay, all right. Now my thing is, we will, like I said, we will always make good and bad decisions in life. That's part of life. But we just gotta slow it down a little bit and make better decisions before we move it forward. Now, things I did write down some things. I hope you don't mind me sharing it with you, but that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
That I think that there are some things that we should really, really start taking our time to stop and think before moving forward. Right. Now, name one. Or you want me to start first?
You can start.
Because we got to help our people.
We will.
Huh? We ain't in here burning up for nothing. But we got to make this right.
Right. Well, I'll start.
Go ahead and start.
Okay. After leaving a relationship and jump into another one.
Woo! Boy, I got that one on here. Boy, I better not let you go on.
Right.
Because you're going to take my message.
Right.
But no, that's very important. A lot of people, especially men, we just jump in because we got to have the love.
Right.
We don't want to be alone. How do women do it? I don't know. Right. And we don't really know if they really doing it. They just say they do it.
Right.
I ain't been a man in 8 years, 10 years.
Doing fine.
But I'm doing good. I'm celibate or whatever they call it. That's what they say, celibate or celebrate. What they call it? I ain't been. Yeah, that's what the women be saying.
Right.
But a man, when the relationship is over, he got to hurry up.
Hurry.
And go find someone.
Right.
It may not be the right one, but he at least say he got somebody. And that's not always good. So jumping out of one relationship into another one ASAP, yeah, it's not good. But that's what I know a lot of men do. So they don't have to be weeping and moaning about what they just lost. You know what I mean? But like I say, it's not good. But if we can just don't worry about what we did in the past and just moving forward. Right. We need to start thinking, men, we need to start thinking about, hey, don't just jump, but make sure that this is someone that can love you, keep you at home, feed you, and love you. Not just go get somebody and then you'll be complaining, then you'll be out of it. But we need to stop and think, and that's everybody. Just stop and think.
And I'd like to add a little bit more to that.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead, preach it.
While you're taking the chance, stop to think, right? You want to make sure that it wasn't you that was the problem in the relationship, so that you don't make the same, if it was you, the same errors on the next relationship.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. Now say that slowly, Eric, so to make sure the people understand what you're saying.
All right.
Because evidently I didn't catch it.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. While you're taking the time to stop and think, make sure it's not you that was the problem in the relationship that caused it to crash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's extremely important. If you take the time to think, you'll find that if it was you that was making the mistake, so you don't do it in the next one.
I agree. It's everybody. But the thing about it, Eric, is sometimes people doesn't even know that there was the problem.
Right.
So sometimes relationships break up, start separating each other because of the communication.
Right.
A lot of people, a lot of relationships these days are not communicating. Because why? They're not being 100 with each other, because this person may get offended if they tell this person how they really feel, how they're going to take it. So therefore the person don't say nothing.
Right.
But then you see the relationship start falling apart. That's why communication in a relationship is so important these days.
Right.
It actually, if they communicate more these days, the relationship should become stronger. Right. Because there's no room for error, because we're talking all the time.
Exactly.
What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry?
Right.
Because we communicate. But then with that communication, you don't know. You're just trying to figure it out.
Right. Yeah.
So therefore, sometimes when a relationship split, you don't even know it's you.
Right.
You wake up like, what happened? I know right now, one of my favorite cousins have gone through that. You follow what I'm saying?
Follow.
You don't, I mean, you leave a house, come back home, and then everything is like, whoa, where did that come from?
Right.
Lack of communication, or why? You never, sometimes you don't even see it coming. So it don't necessarily have to be you.
Right.
And my thing is, when relationships happen like that, people, don't beat up yourself. Because there's a lot of people that I know that have been through that. They leave home, come home, sometimes everything be gone. You're like, what in the world happened?
Everything, bro.
You know what I'm going to tell you? You know what I'm going to tell you is, maybe just count it as a blessing. God maybe have gotten rid of that problem for you, that maybe one day we're going to be a bigger problem for you later on in life. But sometimes I know it's hard to grab, it's hard to accept. But that's why I say if you get closer to God and lean on Him more, you'll always say, you know what? God did that for me. I don't understand it, but He's there to protect you.
Right.
You follow me?
I'm following.
So don't beat yourself up wondering if it's you. Everybody know how to treat people. That's all they say. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
Stop and think. If you yelling at your husband or you yelling at your wife, do you want your wife or your husband to be yelling at you? Stop and think. Okay, next. I like that, man.
All right.
You took one of mine, but okay, that's all good. The one thing I just put on here is recognizing the gift of life that God has given you daily. We need to stop and think and look how big that is. That's one of the biggest things in your life. By you able to wake up in the morning just to be able to see your children, just to be able to see your boo, your shorty, or your blonde, or whatever you call your baby boo.
Right.
If God allow you to just wake up in the morning and just be able to see the beauty or the loved one or just your house or whatever you obtained that always make you feel good, just to say, I did it or I made it.
Right.
You couldn't do that if God didn't give you that rise up that morning. Without that, you don't see nothing.
Nothing.
You can actually have it and wake up blind. Everything that you saw yesterday, you don't even see it this morning.
See it no more.
So the gift of life is the most important thing. Because by Him giving you that gift of life, you can do anything the rest of the day. With that life He's giving you. That's the opportunity to change your whole life. Change the world. Just because He gave you air to breathe. The thing that you did yesterday, you can correct it that day. The people that you was mad with and cursed out or betrayed or backstabbed, He give you another day to just go back and say, you know what? I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought about it all night long. I couldn't sleep all night long. I'm calling you. I'm emailing you. I'm texting you to let you know that I'm sorry. You don't have to carry that burden around on you no more. Just because He giving you that life.
Right.
So that's what we need to do, people. We need to really stop and think about the gift of life is one of the most important things that we need to recognize. Right. Would you agree?
I agree.
Another thing is, a lot of people, we get deeper in debt just to prove to people that we're successful. Just to prove to people we got a good job. Just to prove to people that you're not broke. When people say, I remember a time, there was a time where everywhere I went, it was always, what's up, big time? What's up? Man, that disgustes me now.
Right.
I don't need that. I don't need that hypeness now. Before, it sounded good to me. But man, when you have experienced that downfall in life, bro, now I don't even like to hear it. I know what God's doing for me, and that's all that matters.
Right.
I don't want to be called, what's up, big money? What's up, big bro? What's up, big time? Man, that don't even faze me. Listen, especially if I go to the church house, I definitely don't like to hear that. Right. Because that right there, I'm giving myself credit.
Not God.
Not God. Right. God do all of these things for me. So I don't even like to hear it. All that boasting and bragging, that's not me. It is what it is, but it's all God.
Right.
You follow me? I would never make that mistake again, thinking it was me. I'm the man. Man, we ain't jack, man. Because he don't give me the attribute, the knowledge, and the wisdom.
Right.
I'm nothing.
A simple illness, you done.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
All them gifts do just sit up in the hospital bed.
Right.
Not doing nothing. So, you know what I mean? So, my thing is, we tend to get in debt just to prove to people, stop that. Stop and think, is this really something I need? Is this something really I can afford? If I have a sick day, if I have a sick week, if I have a sick month, if I go to the doctor and they say I got first and second stage cancer or something like that, now I got to worry about taking care of my health. Now everything that I got, that I just did to be a showboat, now I got to go back while I'm down. Stop and think about it. That money could have been stacked up in the bank for some down days like this.
Right.
It happens. And we have all experienced it. We all have wasted money. I done wasted a lot of money myself. But it's just recognizing now that, hey, I don't do nothing for nobody now. If you see me get something, I get it just because I want to experience it, because God gave me the strength. He gave me the wisdom, and He's showing me that I got you. I can trust you with this now. Now I don't got to worry about getting a fat check and I go just spinning the ball with it.
Right.
I'll be a blessing to others now in some kind of way. He can trust me with it. So keep the money flowing.
Keep it flowing.
Love him like that. Now, another thing is, I'm going to let you get one in.
All right.
But I don't want you to be taking too many of them. My thing is, listen, another thing we should stop and think about is, which you touched on it, was is getting deeply involved in a relationship before you really get to know the person in their background. A lot of people do that just because of the structure. They built like a Coke bottle, or they got the 6-pack. And I think they got 8 and 10 packs now.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
12.
Yeah, 12. The man said 12. Now you know, go and get
like
those 12 pack. That
tall.
sounds like a pack of soda. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I mean? They have these body structures, so everybody's jumping on that.
That's right.
Not knowing that he may be a rapist, maybe a murderer, or she may be a psycho. You don't know. You don't know none of that. But we tend to look at the outside structure instead of getting to know the person. Now, me myself, I gotta have. You gotta be pretty.
Right.
So ain't no wrong with looking at the beauty, but still get to know the person before you get deeply involved. Bring them around your parents, bring them around your kids.
Right.
And then find out it's a psycho.
Right.
Psycho. Now you got these little girls, your little kids. Now you leave here, they're looking at your children. Now you got to put that pistol on them.
Right.
Just because you didn't stop and think about your family, you stopped and think about your flush.
Right.
Oh, he's so fine. Look at him. Hunk of chocolate and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That junk ain't no good.
No.
You know what I mean? That junk ain't no good, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you got, man? Tell to me.
Now,
I mean, we got to help these people out here, man.
Tonight we're gonna help our subscribers.
That's right.
We're gonna help them.
You're gonna help our subscribers. We ain't on YouTube
or followers.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Because we need our followers to go on YouTube.
Right. And, yeah. Y'all need to check us out on YouTube while we're thinking about it. Yeah, follow us. Listen, we're trying to do some things. We're trying to go all over the world. We're trying to make this thing happen. I'm very excited just to be able to help our people. Right now, I'm hot up in the studio, man. I think everybody 8 degrees over there. You know what I mean? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Now, did we cover any financial? Did we cover that already?
No, go ahead. Yeah, no, I just told them about debt.
Oh,
so
okay.
debt is financial. Go ahead.
All right. To add on top of the financial.
Oh, come on, man. Okay, go ahead.
Make it an important purchase, such as a home, a car. You get what I'm saying, brother? It's because a lot of people, they tend to, for example, get a car loan, but it doesn't match their income. So what's going to happen, man? They're going to repo that car after maybe a year.
Yeah, that again, that's where it goes, and people are getting in debt just to be show-offs or showing people that they are not hurting or showing people that they're not broke just because it's not really, sometimes they should be looking at the most important part. Well, listen, I got to get in debt to make sure I get my kids to school, or I have to get to work because the distance to get to work is a lot longer, so I don't want to make sure I get a car that's going to break down. Things like that I kind of understand, but all I'm saying is you just need to stop and think.
Right.
Don't do it for the people. Make sure you do it for yourself, and make sure that you count the cost up as of what if I can't work?
Right.
What if I go to the doctor and I have an issue that is not curable within the next week or two? I have to go through a process. What is going to happen to the vehicle then? Just think. That's all.
Right.
Think. Otherwise, we need to put back some money just for those tough times, those tough days.
Well, since you can't, let me give you one more.
Okay, come on.
All right. Bringing another life in this world.
Okay, I got that on there too.
You got that on there?
I got that on. That's wonderful.
Well, since we're having, let's talk about it.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I believe that it's very important. You can't just bring a kid into this world without planning. You know what I mean? Or
they can, but they shouldn't. You should stop.
You should stop and think.
Right.
Are you ready for it?
And count the cost up.
Exactly.
Right.
Or are you having the kids with the right partner?
Right. And we don't be knowing that sometimes until it's done.
Well, that's kind of hit the spot. Get to know the person.
Right. That's very true. Yeah. In other words, Facebook world, we all, not all, but most. There's more people that didn't have children and that are not with the baby daddy or with the baby mama. I don't know the percentage, but I guarantee it's more that's like that than mom and dad is at the house.
Right.
And when that happens, it's not the point of at the time, not for everyone, that you didn't know down the line that this was gonna happen. It was love.
Right.
It was prayed for. It was heaven sent.
Right.
God sent this person. All this. You know what I mean? No, we use God for a lot of things. We blame God for a lot of stuff. Man. God sent me. God sent me this woman. We didn't have a beautiful family. The preacher didn't know it and all this guy. Yeah. The dad didn't gave the wife, the girl away. Then all of a sudden, dad, this guy crazy. This guy crazy and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, it's okay.
Right.
It's all right. It just was saying, everything in the past is past. Just moving forward in life, let's just start thinking that if you decide to have children, just make sure, get to know the person. Get to know the person a lot more before you bring another child in the family. Because in the past is past. We all got that. Right. It's just we talking about the future, people. So hey, don't we're not perfect here. Right. We just talking about, hey, what can we do for the future to change the world? You know what I mean? That's all we're about right now. Right. Now, another thing that I had was which we'll skip that one.
Okay.
Just pretty much say this is very important. Now, don't laugh when I tell y'all this, but we should stop and think.
Go ahead.
We should stop and think. Having sexual encounters unprotected with someone you barely even know.
What do you call those? One night stand?
Well, 1 night stand, 1 hour stand.
Booty call.
Listen, yeah, all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Booty call. your call, my call, whoever called, this ain't texting now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you just out there, just balling. Stop and think on what can happen to your life. And see, the thing about it is, I remember back in the day, back in the 90s and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? When things was happening, you know what I mean? My daddy said the only thing they had back in his day was back in the 60s, and well, it was somebody clapping. You know what I'm saying? He said the only thing they had back then, they would clap. Well, in my day, they got what they call the ninja. You heard about the ninja? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ninja, that thing that put that thing on you, boy. You know what I mean? Booyah. Now, well, my thing is, now they have medications out there. Thank God, medication. Some scientists, they came up with the drug to help people that, hey, that end up having having these diseases that maybe be able to prolong their life or maybe get rid of diseases. But my thing is, we all have done some things in life. It's just what we're saying is, from here on, let's just think about, before going to that route, get to know a person, think about your life, think about what could happen, think about having a kid by somebody you don't even know and don't even know what they have.
Right.
And now you're stuck with it. That's it. Just think about it. We may crack a joke here and there, but they're gonna crack that joke when you get that doctor report. Then everything gets sour.
Right.
All that, all that, oh boy, you off the chain, and oh my God, it was so, all that so good, you're gonna go out the door when you get that doctor report.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Well, I remember.
2 weeks? Well, man, that junk happened the next day. There's a 24-hour list, boy, I'm telling you. Boy, a lot of people wait till the next morning up to make sure I'm all right. You know what I mean?
Well, let me share one story.
Yeah, share a story.
From experience.
From experience? You all right? You gonna say on the, you gonna put it on the line?
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right?
You know,
you saved now.
I'm saved.
Go
I'm
ahead.
married. I'm saved.
Help the people, man.
Yeah. So, you know, one time I met this girl. I seen her, but I didn't get to know her.
Don't mention her name.
I'm not mentioning her name.
Okay.
I met this girl. You know, we talked.
In Cuckoo Land.
Talked on the phone for a couple hours.
Couple hours, that's all?
Couple hours, and then maybe a week later.
A week?
I haven't talked to her.
They're making it too easy for her.
Yeah, a week later, I said, hey, I want to come see you. She sent me the address.
And you were foolish enough to go.
Drove
you
up,
hot, boy.
I was young, you know.
Hot,
I was like, man, I gotta get my freak.
You gotta get the freak on. You're perfect.
So I went out there, you know. I went out there, did my thing, left.
Yeah, you thought you did your thing.
Yeah, I didn't call her back after that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I did not call her back, and then
all of a sudden, boy, that
for some reason,
your hair started falling out.
No, not that. I became very stressful. And I noticed people say, hey man, did you lose some weight? I was like, no, what are you talking about? I feel fine.
Yeah, man. It sounds like a ninja.
So I'm like, what are you talking about? So, you know, I'm like, well, I did have my freak on with a girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, let me go to the health department.
Yeah. Go to the health department. You ain't got no insurance.
Yeah, I did my test.
But I'm saying, you went to the health department.
Right.
So your insurance was invalid.
My insurance was invalid. So I went there, bro. You know, I was probably, 18 probably? You know what I mean?
Okay,
I was like,
bro,
18, so I went to the health department. And they say I like to run up, blood tests, make sure,
give me some paperwork.
Exactly, everything is good. So, it took 2 weeks because health department is free. So
yeah, but in the meantime, how you feeling?
I am sweating bullets, man. I'm praying.
No, you sweating more than bullets. You sweating some else. So you ain't feeling right. You
exactly. Because I'm waiting for that result.
Right.
Yeah. So
you stressing.
I'm stressing. So that 2 week finally came. Went in. She said, hey, okay, everything came back.
All right. But you were stressed.
I was stressing, boy.
Yeah, because you did something that you didn't right.
And I learned my lesson.
Don't do it
at an early age, which is great, man. Because there's still grown men out there, bro.
Oh yeah, right.
They still, have that mindset.
Bumping the ground. And not just the man, the women is allowing it.
That is
true. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, and that's great. Now we're gonna kind of try to keep on moving forward. We're excited.
Right.
We're excited and we're very hot in here. Okay, my thing is very important. Stop quitting your job before you secure your new job.
Ooh.
A lot of people do that. Hey, stop and think. Don't be putting no 2 weeks notice in and telling your boss, man, how you feel because you thinking you're going to go to this other job that really hasn't been secured yet.
Right.
Stop and think, should I do this? Because you got to think, that job that you have, that you getting a check for, you are paying some bills. That check you're receiving is paying something. So don't just jump thinking that the grass is green on the other side and you don't secure that. And then, because if you do that, you didn't open up a can of worms. And now you go over here, you think you're going over here, and they know how to fill the position.
Right.
Now, you done put in your 2 weeks. Now you getting fired because they see how you feeling, whatever. Now you without a job, unemployed. Now you're unemployed. Now you don't know what they're going to say when you try to go get another job and look for a reference. Now they call in your supervisor and they say, you know, he just quit on us. So who wants that? So just stop and think of the damage you can do to your family, not just you. If you got a family, some people don't even have kids, but they have a dog, a German Shepherd. You know what a German Shepherd is, don't you?
Yeah.
Some people have a dog. So whatever affects you, affects your dog, it affects your kids, it affects your family. So don't take food out your family mouth just because you decided to tell your job, I quit, or whatever, and you think you got a job over there because your interview went good. Don't do it. Secure that job. Sign a contract. Do whatever you got to do before you jump up and make a move. Another thing we do. You ever heard of church hopping?
Oh yeah.
You play guitar and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? They call it church hopping.
Musician.
Everybody hopping, church hopping. Go to this church, go to that church because why? They don't like deacon over here. They don't like the mother over here. They don't like the pastor. The pastor made a mistake and winked the eye. You know what I'm saying? He just had water in his eye. You know what I'm saying? You know, now they moved to another church. My thing is don't just church hop. My thing is ask God to guide and lead you in the right direction. Because what I've heard is that it's drama everywhere you go. So since it's drama everywhere you go, just ask God to lead you in the right direction. If it's time, it's just that time. I've experienced some things in my life where I went to do something. I was a part of a church, I was a part of an organization because why? God sent me to that organization to be a blessing.
Right.
And once I became a blessing and did what God told me to do, then a little chaos came up. Well, that was my cue as of God that was telling me that it's time to move forward. That was a job well done by me. It's time to move forward.
Right.
God will let you know because at the end of the day, God wants you to be in good spirit. He don't want you to go to church and be angry.
No.
He wants you to go to church and be excited.
Exactly.
Because people live off your excitement. Okay? People vibe off you. People don't want to be around angry people.
No.
People want to be by excitement. They come to church to get a healing. They come to get a change. They come to get different mindset. So they come to church.
Right.
So you need to stop and think. Just don't be church hopping. Have God to lead you in the right direction.
Exactly.
You know? You want to throw one in there or you want me to keep going?
No, go ahead, keep going.
Okay. Like you already mentioned about leaving a relationship and going to the other side. My thing is, another very important thing. We need to stop and think. Stop treating people any kind of way. Stop talking to people like they this low.
Right.
And you up here. At the end of the day, we all are right here. It don't matter if you got $1 billion and this person got a penny. At the end of the day, we're all going to end up at the hospital in the morgue. Where if you look in their pockets, if they have pockets, it's going to be empty. Because you're going there naked, nothing. You're taking nothing with you. So I don't care if your money, you got $1 million in the bank, you got $1 billion in the bank, you don't have no money in the bank. At the end of the day, we all are here. We're never leaving, we're not taking anything with us. So it's not fair for people that are on different levels to make the other person feel like they're nothing. Everybody has something in them to be able to help everyone. Period. The person up here, he can actually help the person down here. The person down here can actually tell the person up here something. If you think about it, watch this. No major corporations. Have you ever met the owner of Walmart?
Never.
Have you ever met the owner of Target?
Nope.
Publix? Where you grocery shop at?
Publix.
Publix. See, have you ever met the manager at Publix? What about the one in Oslo? What about the one in Raleigh? Have you ever met the owner? I'm talking the owner of the store.
No.
This is what I'm saying.
He's gone.
This is what I'm telling you, people. The people that seems to be up here need the people that are all in here. Because the people that's here are very important to the guy that's here that has all this responsibility.
Right.
He cannot have Publix open. He cannot have Walmart open. He cannot have any stores open unless it was the people helping him do what he do, run his business or her business. Never feel like this person is greater than you are. They can't do it without you.
Right.
You need him to pay that check. He needs you to help the people so their doors can stay open. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
So at the end of the day, treat people like you want to be treated. Stop and think. Do I want to be treated like that? Stop talking mean to me. You want me to talk mean to you?
Right.
So it's very important that we treat people good, not bad. Another thing, we're almost done. Sharing information. A lot of people do this. When God has blessed you with knowledge and wisdom and understanding to be a blessing to the world, to help people change their mindset, have given them different vision, different outlook on life just to become greater. Why hold that in? Why keep that to yourself? Because you want to look like king? If they're not thinking. Just think about a board of checkers. I don't even play the game that much, but I know about the king. My daddy always say, crown me, crown me. Him and his buddy Sanders always playing checkers. My dad said, crown me. Sanders say, crown me. Why is the king so powerful? Because they can just jump everywhere. Right. So the people that got the information to help and be a blessing to people, make more kings.
Right.
Make more kings. You can't just be one king and dominate the world. Make more kings so you can just take over the world more because you got kings. So in other words, when you have information, don't hold it in. God is not liking that. You want to look like you the man, but you'll be the main man by blessing other people become the man.
That's right.
So you can actually look back and say, listen, I was a blessing to that brother. I was a blessing to that sister. I was a blessing to these people. Look at them grow. I'm grateful that I was able to be a blessing to them with this information. Instead of holding it in because God don't like that. And one day, if you don't do it, he gonna get it from you. He gonna take it from you anyway.
That's right.
Simple as that. You know what I mean? So I'm really passionate about I hate people that do that to people. They want to be the great. They want to be the. Listen, God bless you some information to be a blessing. Man, you gotta expose it. Put it out there. Help other people.
Right.
Man.
What are they gonna do? Take it to their grave?
I mean, and just leave. And a lot of people doing that.
Right.
A lot of people doing that. What we gotta understand is what is for you is for you. It don't matter. It's money out here for everybody. What is for you is for you.
Right.
You can cook chicken wings. I can cook chicken wings.
Right.
You can open up your store. I can open up my store.
Right.
The people that come through my door are for me.
Exactly.
They may not like my sauce, so some people are gonna go to you.
Right.
I like his sauce. Those people are for you. So what is for me is for me, and what is for you is for you. That's the end of the story.
Right.
Just because I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you got a chicken place going over there.
Right.
That's awesome. Stop feeling like you got to grab all the money.
Right.
You ain't taking none of that money with you.
Share.
If it's for him, for him.
Right. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, man.
Right on point.
Another thing is, people that's in unsafe relationships, get out of it. You're in an abusive relationship, get out of it. Stop and think. The longer you stay there, one day somebody may have a gun to your head. Stop and think. What my kids would do without me. Stop and think. What's more important to you? If it's your children, your family, your life, stop and think. When you have an opportunity to wake up and actually think about what happened that night or what happened in that time, that tough time, stop and think. Was that worth it? Do I deserve to be beaten? Do I deserve to be cut? Stop and think. Is it worth it? Make a change. There's a lot of that going on out here. Unbelievable. Why are people taking that? If God bless you with life, do something with your life. He didn't wake you up to be beaten. He woke you up to be a blessing and change the world in some type of way. Making other people happy. Go find happiness. It's out there waiting on you.
Right.
But by you not making that change, you'll always get that. And one day you never know. That may be the worst day of your life just because you choose not to make that change. Right. They got help out there for people out there that need help. That's scared to make a move. If you're scared to make a move, ask God to help you. He'll bring an angel somewhere out of the way just to hear your cry and pull you out of it. Last one for tonight.
What you got?
Not making yourself happy, but you're making everybody else happy.
Ooh, forgot all about it.
Stop and think.
Right.
Is it fair?
No.
It's a lot of people, including me. We wake up excited. We see and want to be a blessing to people. And then in the darkest hours sometimes, we cry because we feel like we're not appreciated. We need to stop and think, do we deserve to be happy too? If you that person, you need to stop and think. I'm making everybody else happy. But what about me? Stop and think. Is it fair?
And how can you make anybody else happy if you're not happy?
I'm going to be honest with you, brother. It's something that's in you. Mm-hmm. Your heart desire is just to see people happy.
I see.
So the love you have for people is something that's uncontrollable sometimes.
Right.
You're helping people, you're blessing people, then at the end of the day, nobody is actually even coming to you just saying thank you.
Right.
That's a hurting feeling. Because your heart really went out passionately just to tell them, just to show, just to see them do better.
Right.
And all you want is a thank you. And sometimes you don't even get that. And they go for the rich and the poor, they go for many people don't care what kind of race, you don't care what, that happens to people that have a good part to helping people. But I think it's time. Make yourself happy. Do something for yourself. I got a good cousin of mine. Cousin of 50 years old. 50 years old. The only car he had, man, his parents bought him a brand new Prelude when he graduated high school to go to college.
Right.
That had to be in 1980 or 1990 or 1987 or something. My cousin got 50 years, he's 50 years old now. Very good, close cousin of mine. He had to wait till he got 50 years old just to show his self-love. Only because how he was treated, something was taken from him that made him say, you know what, let me go do something for me. And you know what, matter of fact, his mom and people that loved him motivated him, say, listen, go do something for yourself. And then there was the support. Now he got a 2019 Dodge Ram pickup. But that's at the age of 50, when the last time he got a brand new vehicle was when he was 18 years old. But he's the guy that always wake up and always trying to help people, but never did for himself. My cousin wouldn't even take out time and go spend money on a pair of brand new jeans, a shirt. He'll text and say, cousin just bought me a brand new shirt. 50 years old. But now he's riding around in his brand new truck.
That's good.
And he say it's the best ride. He just calls it cuz I'm finna get on 95 to see what it do. And then when I say cuz, you deserve it.
Crack it up.
So what I'm saying, people, Facebook world, you need to do the same thing. Spoil yourself. If nobody is spoiling you, spoil yourself.
That's right.
Because you deserve it. So my thing is, I enjoyed this night with Eric. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. I hope you learned something out of it, because that's the only reason we get on this airwaves. That's the only reason we in this hot box right now.
This oven.
Yeah, just to be able to express ourselves and to help good people. I love people. I love people, and I want everybody to do greater than they did yesterday. Again, follow us. I have a YouTube channel. Like me. Subscribe to me. Elijah Pryor is trying to be a part of changing the world to a better place. When I leave this earth, I want y'all to be able to still be able to log on, click on, so my words and my expression, everything, how you see me, will carry on. So never die. I'm here for the people. Point blank, period. I'm out of here. Peace. Come on, man. Hurry up, man.
All right, brother.
Get that AC on ASAP. Yes, sir. Love you, Facebook. Peace.